Hello, welcome. Hi. Nice to see you. Nice to meet you. If this is our first time meeting, my name's Marla, and this is my practice space. If you haven't been here before, this is the space, the practice room, my practice room that I offer my somatic coaching sessions out of, and I currently teach classes out of, both of which are happening online for the last 6 months. So welcome. It's nice to see you here, have you here, and meet you in this virtual space of non-space. Yeah, so I thought I would try out a little bit of talking about Zapchen Somatics, my primary lineage of practice and the primary work that I teach and coach. Try talking about it with you in my own words. I know there's some information on my website, which I encourage you to take a look at, but I thought this might be a little friendlier or more accessible for some. It's always nice sometimes to hear a voice, see a face, especially if we haven't met before or worked together before. So here we go. I'm going to give it a shot. So Zapchen Somatics is in the field of somatics, or body-based healing transformation work. Zapchen is grounded in body-based psychotherapy and grounded in the energetic practices of Vajrayana Buddhism, grounded in some Tibetan Buddhist and other lineages that also have mindfulness practices, so mindfulness as a whole body. Zapchen is also grounded in Ericksonian hypnotherapy and lineages of storytelling. So my principal teachers, Julie Henderson and Tony Richardson, bring all of those things and more into their teaching with me these last many, many years. And I bring my own flavor to you. So somatics basically, and Zapchen, it's about learning how, retraining ourselves to live as a body, to live in our body, to live as a whole body, rather than living from our heads or living just in our heads or from our neck up, which many of us, I know I have many years in my life done that. So we practice unwinding that, and actually what we practice is being in here, in all of here, and noticing how that is and what that's like, and living as much as possible in any moment from ourselves as a whole body. So that's generally what it is, how I would describe, but you might wonder, what do we do? Which is also the big question that arises. And in Zapchen Somatics, we use movement, breath, sound, and touch, practices that combine all of those things in ways that, at least in the preliminary practices, of which there are many, combinations that are very, very accessible and, I would say, easy to do. Many of these things we do naturally as bodies. Some of the names of these practices, Zapchen Somatics practices, are yawning, laughing, moaning and groaning, sighing, talking tough, getting up and lying down, What else? Skipping, even humming. Some of these are the names of Zapchen Somatics practices that are the foundational or beginning of the road, beginning of the journey practices. So they are very accessible combinations of movement, breath, sound, and touch. As I said, that are easy to do, especially in the beginning. And what we do in Zapchen in particular is we go through progressions of doing these practices. So they are practices. It's not a one and done, but we go through a progression of being aware of ourselves as bodies by doing these practices. These practices invite this experience of being aware of, and we move towards being aware in. So inside myself as body, what do I experience? What do I notice when I yawn for 5 minutes, or when I do Zapchen Somatics version of stretching, or Zapchen Somatics sighing. And then we move towards being aware as body. So we become in relationship with ourselves as a whole being, as a whole body. We reawaken this relationship. We become a we with ourselves as a physical body, as an energetic being, and as presence. And when we become all of these things, as all of these things, body, energy, and presence, we develop an awareness as body, energy, and presence. And living from this place is very restorative, playful, even joyful and spontaneous. And this feeling of I am alive, even when I'm sad, even when I'm angry, even when I'm serious, even when I'm silly. All of it, I'm able to feel myself as an alive body, an alive energy, and alive presence. So we do these practices in relationship, one-on-one, or in community. And we do a little bit, and we notice. Sometimes if we have anything to say about them, we say what that is. And we listen, and we take it in, and we nap, we rest, and we stretch, and we practice some more, and we notice some more, and we do this dance together with each other in good company. So that is Zapchen. And I do it and have been doing it because it is a practice, because the more and the longer over these many years that I've been practicing Zapchen, the practices change with me. They deepen as I deepen. They expand. They are different in every moment that I'm different. As my awareness and my capacity expands and increases, the practices, even though they're simple and easy, become so much more multi-layered as an experience for me, to me, inside me, as body, energy, and presence, as body, energy, and presence aware. I have found them very healing for myself. I'm a person who was very frightened of being in my whole body from a very young age, and happy to tell you more about that at another time. But for now, I will say I spent many years not being in my body because it felt too dangerous to do that. So Zapchen has helped me return home, has helped me be a we rather than being out of relationship with myself as body, feeling connected to my whole being, and being a we more of the time rather than this head that's giving orders or demands to this body that I exist outside of. So I've been able to be more here, be more present, be more alive, be more in my skin, and enjoy living from this whole place. So of course there's always more to say, but I'll leave it at that for now. And I invite you to call me up, set up a free consultation if you want one, join a class, send me a text with a question. I look forward to seeing you again, and I welcome you anytime. So thank you for being here with me today. I wish you well. Bye-bye.